Hello partner, you're onto the Power Circuit. This program is specially packaged by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to bring you the latest updates on the Nigerian electricity supply industry. I'm your anchor, Amara Agugesi. Let's dive into this edition, starting with the headlines. Power sector reforms will lead to sustainability, says Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. TCN commissions new 330/132 kV Bauchi transmission substation. In Gombe, TCN commissions 300 MVA power transformer at 330/132 kV Gombe transmission substation. We implore you to stick around as you enjoy this power sector enlightenment campaign of TCN. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to setting the power sector on the path of sustainability and bankability by prioritizing different ongoing reforms. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, disclosed this at the Mission 300 Stakeholders Engagement meeting in Abuja. Here is the full report.
The minister at the gathering announced that the estimated investment required for the Mission 300 Compact is $32.8 billion, with $15.5 billion expected from the private sector. The mission is to provide electricity to 300 million unserved people in Africa. The minister stated that the priorities of the government in the power sector reforms include addressing market liquidity issues and initiating required sector reforms. He also said improving power generation through the recovery of idle capacities and expanding the energy mix will ensure energy security and dilutes the power pool with cheaper and cleaner energy sources. Other areas he identified included expanding transmission infrastructure to deliver more power, ensuring the stability of the national grid to put an end to several grid collapses previously observed. The Minister of Finance, Chief Wale Edun, who spoke via a virtual platform, said the reforms have led to 40% increase in power distribution in the first quarter of 2025. Present at the meeting were the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Chief Godfrey Nnaji, the Special Advisor to the President on Energy, World Bank representatives, the heads of agencies in the Power Ministry, and other stakeholders.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has successfully commissioned a new 330/132/33 kV transmission substation in Bauchi State. With the commissioning of the substation, a 250 megawatt capacity has been added to the transmission wheeling capacity in Nigeria. The power sector brings you an elaborate report on this.
The new Bauchi substation project commenced in February 2022 with a component of 2 units of 150 MVA power transformers and a 75 MVAr reactor, among others. The General Manager, Transmission, Bauchi Regional Headquarters, Engineer Abubakar Abdulaziz, was quite excited about the development in his region.
To God be the glory for everything. You know, for a project to kickstart and you logically reach to the end of it successfully, is a milestone covered that need to be grateful to the Almighty Allah. And this project is quite very significant to the TCN family. When I say TCN family, I'm talking from the FX table down the ladder. Everybody has played his own role. And thank God we are able to reach a success margin line. And today is a remarkable day that we can reckon with what we have done before now. And now the equipment are now on our grid.
This project is a TCN and World Bank initiative that aims to further enhance power supply in Bauchi as well as the Northeast.
The first contract that was signed under this contract was in another region, but this happens to be the TR3 Package 3 is the last contract that we signed, and luckily we can see that we have energized the 2 by 150 MVA transformer. And then we also have some pending work at the 132, which will come back to finish. But luckily, the station before, it was on 132. We have upgraded this station to be a 330. Formerly, the supply on 132 comes either from Jos or Gombe. But now, 330 is in Bauchi, and I think they will enjoy the quality of supply.
Currently, the substation feeds the existing Bauchi 132 33 kV substation. Supply will be extended to other substations subsequently.
As we are having this 330 kV substation and we are building more, and we are also trying to bring SCADA into the project, it will ensure that the stability of this substation and the network in general is enhanced. I have to thank the federal government under the leadership of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Minister of Power, the MDTCN, the EDTSP, and all the other staff that has supported us to see that we achieve this milestone. NETAP, which is the Nigerian Electricity Transmission Project, has been going on, and World Bank has supported TCN in the past, and they have continued to support TCN to make sure that we give power to the ordinary people in the country.
Speaking about the newly delivered power transmission substation, the project manager and manager substation of the project implementation unit at TCN, Engineer Amina Ahmad, said it will be a game changer in bulk power transmission in Bauchi State.
Bauchi used to be a 132 substation with a capacity of about 120 MVA, but presently it's been upgraded to 330 substation with 2 by 150 MVA on the upstream and 3 by 60 MVA on the downstream. The upstream is 2 by 150, which is about 300 MVA, and the downstream is 3 by 60, which is 180. So if you combine the upstream and downstream, we're going to get like 480 MVA. Yes. The expectation for this is it's about 0.9 power factor. You get about almost 400 megawatts to be evacuated with in normal situation actually. But right now you need to look at the load demand of Bauchi and the environs. I think Bauchi at maximum capacity can take up to about 60-70 megawatts.
The control room is being fully automated to enhance the nationwide supervisory and data acquisition functions. Station operators diligently took the readings of the equipment and control panels as the team ensured that all checks were professionally handled before the substation was commissioned. 2 new transmission towers were also erected as part of the project to further boost network flexibility. Engineer Ahmad also explained the need to install a 75 MVA shunt reactor at the new Bauchi substation.
Obviously, it wasn't the design. Well, a shunt reactor in a 330 kV substation plays a very vital role. Actually, to a layman, why it is installed in a substation, mostly at the end of a line, a long distance line, is to suppress the load. When you have excess load and a little bit of the demand, you have a swing, right? So if the load is coming in too high and then the demand is low, you need like a transformer that can suppress this load, and that is why we have the reactor out there. Normally, you will say at the end of the line, which if you look at this long line, the route stops at Maiduguri. You'll say we should have a reactor at Maiduguri. Yes, we have a reactor at Maiduguri, and we even have another one in the metro. But if we're able to suppress this load here in Bauchi, then that axis will be free of the high voltage.
That is not all. The TCN official stated that more power transmission projects are ongoing under the lot that she is supervising at the moment.
Right now, under this EPC, MBH, we have Maiduguri, where we install 1 by 150 and 1 by 60. Sorry, 2 by 60. We have Damatru, where we installed 1 by 150 and 1 by 60 as well. We have Biu, where we installed 1 by 60. We have Potiskum, where we've installed 1 by 60 commissioned, and then we're 1 by 60. Another second 1 by 60 is ongoing to be commissioned maybe next month. And then we have this Bauchi, we've installed 1 by 60 initially and commissioned. Now we're commissioning 2 by 150, where we'll commission the 75 MX reactor and then the second leg of the 1 by 60. As well, in Yola, we have 2 by 100 MVA. We've commissioned 1. 1 is about to be commissioned as well. Then in Mayabelwa, it's also a 132 substation where we've upgraded to, or we're upgrading into 330. We have 2 by 150 there and 1 by 60. Existing transformer in Mayabelwa is a Mobitra of 40 MVA. We're still going to retain the 40 MVA, but we're going to install 1 by 60 at the downstream and 2 by 150 at the upstream.
A lot is being done to turn the fortune of Nigeria around in terms of power sector development. We can all be a part of this history if we guard against the sabotage of power facilities wherever you are. This is the most patriotic thing to do, and I believe you can. Just after this timeout, the power circuit will continue. Please stay put.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way. so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
In Gombe, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has successfully commissioned a new 300 MVA power transformer at the 330, 132, 33 kV Gombe transmission substation.
This is Gombe Sub-Regional Office of TCN, housing the 330, 132, 33 kV Gombe transmission substation. It is a vital facility in the power transmission system in northeastern Nigeria. At the substation, the Assistant General Manager, Transmission, Engineer Sebastian Manza, stated that the 300 MVA power transformer will significantly boost the operational capacity of Gombe sub-region, just as he extolled the management of TCN for the reforms.
This transformer was brought by the federal government. Is a 300 MVA transformer which will increase the power capacity of the whole entire region here. That covers Borno, Yobe, Maiduguri, Damaturu, part of Bauchi and Gombe itself.
The official also gave a highlight of the role the Gombe substation plays in the national electricity grid.
From records, this station was established in 1980 with 150 by 2 MVA transformers. It has been expanded from that time up to today. We have 540 megawatts that feeds the northeast part of the country. We got our from Jos to Gombe. From Gombe, it goes to Petoskum 3132. Then it goes to Biu 132. Then from Gombe 2, it goes to Damaturu through 330. And from Gombe, it goes to Yola through 330.
Within the Gombe sub-region, the management of TCN has commissioned several projects in 1 year, including 2 units of 60 MVA power transformers.
We have commissioned 2 by 60 MVA in Biliri last year. We have commissioned 2 by 62 in Potoskum towards the end of this year. Then there's 1 in Biu, 60 MVA in Biu that has been commissioned too. And presently we have 330 MVA transformer in Gombe substation, which will be commissioned today. Before then, we have commissioned 100 by 125 at our 132 substation here.
A principal manager, electrical at TCN, Engineer Abbas Taiwo, further explained the scope of the commissioned 300 MVA power transformer at Gombe substation, a feat which he said will improve bulk power availability to the distribution company to deliver more electricity to consumers.
This station was scoped for 2 number transformer, one on the 132 side and one on the 330 side. And for the 132 side, 33, we've commissioned that last year. And presently, the station has started wheeling power from the transformer to the disco. With the addition of this 300 MVA transformer, the capacity of this station to wheel out more additional power will increase. And this will help to boost the northeast transmission wheeling capacity. They are expecting more power to be wheeled to them through the distribution. And I want to say that they should know that the federal government through the Transmission Board of Nigeria is trying to improve the wheeling capacity of the transmission company.
Engineer Mohammed Idris is manager, protection, control and metering at TCN. He is also a part of the team that saw to the commissioning of the new 300 MVA power transformer in Gombe substation.
The total load we are able to wheel to the discos, the maximum we ever wheeled was 331 megawatts, but we have capacity to wheel more than 500 megawatts. TCN is trying very hard to see that it has breached the gap. And then if you look at all the substations with the projects and with the collaboration with these donor agencies, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, JICA, so actually they help us a lot in carrying out this project. And also with the intervention of the Federal Ministry of Power and the federal government as well.
Here is a highlight of the reports again. Power sector reforms will lead to sustainability, says Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. TCN commissions new 330-132 kV Bauchi transmission substation. In Gombe, TCN commissions 300 MVA power transformer at 330-132 kV Gombe transmission substation. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has made editions of the power circuits available on its YouTube channel for enhanced access and knowledge. We encourage you to support TCN by connecting with all its social media platforms. On Facebook, like TCN via Transmission Company of Nigeria. For X, formerly Twitter, follow at TCN_Nigeria. And on Instagram, get updates by following TCN_Nigeria. TCN officials welcome your observations and comments. Please send them via email to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information about TCN's activities, visit the interactive website at www.tcn.org.ng. Additionally, check out www.tcnnews.ng for updates on power sector activities. Let's continue supporting TCN by guarding against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your area. Report any suspicious activities aimed at vandalizing or sabotaging power transmission assets to TCN officials or nearby security operatives. I am Amara Agugesi. Let's support one another always. Bye.